my goodness, welcome back. Who's ready for some 10-2 action? All right, we're going to be measuring things in degrees today, which you're very familiar with. And then tomorrow we're going to be measuring them in radians. Ooh, that'll be fun. So you can generate any angle by fixing one ray, called the initial side, and rotating the other ray, called the terminal side, about the vertex. So in a coordinate plane, you know your x's and y's. An angle whose vertex is the origin and whose initial side is the positive x-axis is in standard position. All that is to say this. Draw yourself two little coordinate planes here. Your x, your y-axis. So the terminal side, the initial side for us is always going to be right along the x-axis here. So a positive measure of degrees is going to go in this counterclockwise direction. So you might have something like 115 degrees, right? And it would go into that second quadrant. Here's how the quadrants are. Like here is 0 degrees. That's where you're starting. Then, going halfway up is going to be 90 degrees. You go half of a circle, that's 180 degrees. So each little quadrant is 90 degrees. 180 plus 90 is 270 degrees. And then a full circle, when I'm slamming and jamming over the defense, that's a 360. You've all seen me dunk like that, right? So that would be a 360. So positive slope is like that. Now also, we're going to be talking about the quadrants. The quadrants kind of go in a C shape. So this is quadrant 1. And we use our sweet Roman numerals. Over here is quadrant 2. Quadrant 3 is down here. And quadrant 4 is down in the bottom right. Now, negative angles like this are going to go in the opposite direction. They are going to go clockwise. So they still have the same initial side here. But when they're going down here, like this would be negative 90 degrees because you're rotating in that direction. So if we were to go like this, it might be negative 150 degrees rotation. So here would be negative 180 degrees. Here would be negative 270 degrees. And there's no such thing as negative 0, but also, again, these are going in 360, so you could even say this would be negative 360. And it goes beyond this. You're going to see some angles today that are going to rotate past 360 degrees. And man, are they fun to draw. Oh, get excited. So, in fact, let's try that. Draw an angle with the given measure in standard position. You're going to want to draw yourself an X and Y. You're going to want to move stuff all over the place, I guess. X, Y, let me go ahead and get those going for all three of them. Now, when they are positive, remember we're starting on our x-axis and we're starting to go up from there. So 320 degrees, this would be 180, 270. A full circle would be 360, so it's going to be a little bit before that. So if this is 270 and I need 320, it would have to be 50 degrees past that. So this would be our 320 degree angle. Now if we go to negative 100 degrees, we're starting right here. And we're going down past negative 90 a little bit. So we'll say negative 100 degrees. If it helps, you can always label. Like negative 90, negative 180, negative 270, and negative 360. You can do that if you want. Don't need to, but you can if you want. Now 990 is where it gets exciting. We are going to go in a circle. Now one circle would be 360. Two circles, if we had another 360, would be 720. So if we did 990 minus 720, get 270 more degrees. Here's how that's going to look. It's going to go 2 full circles, and then 270 degrees.